What's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to be showing you the complete guide on how to winterize your fiberglass swimming pool. Everything you need to know, from processes, tools, equipment, and materials of any kind. I'm going to show you everything. I have a video that I did last year of a vinyl liner swimming pool that we built. We built this fiberglass pool as well. You can go check that out, but I feel like I missed some things, and so I wanted to take this video this year and do a whole new one and show you every little detail as much as I can and show you guys every single thing that we do. Now, disclaimer, every swimming pool is different, so yours may not be the exact same. This is how we do it, and this is how we build our pools. So with that being said, I hope you enjoy the video, and if you do, like this video, please, and comment any questions you have. Let's get into it. All right, you guys, the equipment layout is what we have. You may not have this equipment, but for us, this is super efficient. Some of the stuff can get expensive, but the layout is, we got our blower. It's called a duck plunge. All right, it's pretty sweet. The thing blows like crazy. We've got our little custom funnel for our antifreeze. We got the cyclone to clean the filters. And then we've got the antifreeze. We have the extension cord, and we have a 7/8 socket set for the filter. All right, y'all, audio got a little too bad on this one, but we have our two plugs, two of them 1.5 inches for the returns, one for the drains. I believe it's like a 2-inch plug, and these ones will be color-coded from your supplier. At least that's what it is from ours. First thing we're going to start doing here is we are going to turn off all the power. So we only have the pump here, and the heater, obviously, I guess, is already off at this point. So we went and switched them off. And most of this equipment we use is Pentair. It's just easier for us. We buy it all the same. Only times we different systems is if we have like a Hayward salt cell or whatever. But we're going to go ahead and take off this lid on the filter. We release the air pressure here. We're going to take off the band around the lid there. It's got that 7/8 socket. It's super easy. I did not know that. Oh yeah, because it slides on a ring there. Yeah, it's a suction cup. You got that? Suctioned in there. Maybe a little air release from the pump might do it. Maybe not. Got a screwdriver? There she goes. So that's the drain plug. We just want to make sure all this water gets drained out, and it also helps release this pressure on this lid so we can get it off. There we go. Got her off. What we're going to end up doing is pulling all these filters out, cleaning them, and then putting them up in storage. See, it's just simple. It just pops right off.
James, we need a hose to spray this out.
Where's the hook of that?
Over there.
Oh, there it is. Okay, so that comes with the cyclone. This little contraption comes with the cyclone. I'm going to go ahead and jet out this entire filter bay. Make it really nice and clean, get all that sand out. This system's super easy with these Pentair filters. He's just going to go ahead and just clean off this entire equipment slab. That's kind of what we do normally for the clients. And then making sure the inside of that filter is totally washed out and clean. This filter is pretty simple. Everything kind of pops off, slides. There's nothing really complicated about it, as you can see. And then we're going to clean the filters. We got the cyclone hard at work. This thing saves tons of time. If you do this for a living, you buy these. This thing is so cool. And it just slides in, holds it. Pretty sweet. Makes this seamless. So the cap we took out from the bottom, we're going to leave it out before we blow the whole system out. then we'll put it in once everything is airlocked and ready to go. So go ahead and put on your collar and lid, and we're going to tighten it up, and then this thing is completely ready for winter. Just going to take out the basket and get it ready to go. This whole time I'm going to be following Jared around, and he's pretty much going to be doing the work. I'm going to be explaining it how it goes. We've got 2 return fittings. These ones screw off. You just pretty much do them by hand. It's got a little ball valve. Here, let me see it. This is what they look like, little eyeballs. And then we've got rubber plugs. When we blow the lines out, we're going to go in. So I'll show you that here in a little bit. Golly, that water is cold. Got the blower hooked up. Here we go. We're going to attach it under there. This is a whole special system that fits that we've pretty much designed. And we're going to go ahead and just turn this on, make sure all of our valves are open. And we're going to blow them out. Turn the switch. Nice, I'm gonna act like I didn't see that.
I guess it wasn't on.
Take 2, that's supposed to be on. And that's supposed to be shut. Because you want that to be ready to go and airtight. It can get a little hairy sometimes, so he is preparing himself. So we're waiting till everything's bubbled up, and then he's gonna stick his hand in there and plug it. It can get pretty sketchy, and sometimes it can blow, so it's not for the faint of heart. The other alternative is to get a gizmo inside there, turn it on, and there's a cap on the top of the gizmo, all right? And then when it blows up, then it's already above the water line, sticks up. You could just plug your drains, and all the water comes out, and then you pour your antifreeze in. So we just don't deal with the gizmos, and that's kind of the deal. Since we put so much pressure on it and we close that, he's gonna release some air right there on the filter, and then we're gonna go ahead and plug these drains as well. These returns, I mean. Real quick, I want to interject. When we're putting in these plugs for the returns and the drains, we're going to be looking for little air bubbles, making sure that it's completely tight. That'll ensure us that it's airlocked and we've got about 99% of the water out of the lines. Most swimming pools will have about 3 or 4 returns. This one's so small, we only have 2. And so just keep that in mind as well. Yours may have 3 or 4. The most we ever put on a pool is 3. That's the problem. It can get nasty real quick. Why I'm glad I'm back filming. Got it. And part of the opening up that airway is so when you plug all this, the air just isn't blowing things, you know? And it exits out of that filter. There we go. That was a little hairy, eh? So now it's airlocked. That's what we want. I don't know, it's kind of the new way, I guess. Apparently there's some people who still drain pools and all that, but there's no need, man. So there's always going to be a little water, all right? And what we're going to do now to combat that is why we have RV antifreeze. So we're going to end up putting that here in a minute. So that's kind of the deal. Here we go, right here. This is the system. This is 1.5 inches. I believe that's to inch. yeah, it goes to 1.5 inches on the inside. So this is the same thickness as your pipe. And we just made this, put it on there. Pretty simple. This thing's cost, I mean, we're looking at a couple grand setup with all this. You can do it with a shop vac if you want and all that, but this is the most efficient, fastest way to do it. All right, you got that in there? So you see what he's doing, wedging it in there as much as possible. We're just taking an empty plastic can, and it's for when this freezes, that's gonna act as an air gap, and so it's got some fluctuation. Very important. All right, so not all your pools are going to be built like this, and this is why with every single pool we put these ball valves in, because it's super efficient this way. So he's pretty much going to snake this in inside the corner. It can be a little tricky. It does make it a little easier when we have these sweet 90s here. Try to cut a little point on our rubber hose to help feed it. There you go. Just kind of twist it around. Go. Put 2 gallons in per hose, per line. And we've got 2 lines. This one specifically, we have 1 line running to the returns, and then we have like an equalizer drain, we call it. It's on the side wall of the pool, and it hooks to the skimmer, and then we just got 1 line, which is over there. It goes to the heater. Or vice versa, that's actually this, and that's the returns. But it just, I mean, this one's super small and it's very efficient. Nothing sucks like you wouldn't believe. So, works for us. This is our insurance. Even though we're in the Midwest, so we're in Indiana, so it's like our winters aren't that bad. But this is good for anywhere, you know, and this is going to ensure that you have no problems wherever you're at. Yeah, this was super easy. You know, if you guys follow along on the channel, you know I'm doing most of the work as far as like the physical stuff, so it's kind of nice. I ain't got to do nothing, just watch Jared and film. Perks of having a YouTube channel. We got some spilled blocks over there. James is just cleaning them up. They were inside the skimmer, so that's that annoying sound. Just making sure the job is clean at all times. That's kind of our goal, keeping it clean as possible. Final steps. We got drain plugs on all of the pools down here on the heater. It's down there underneath of the system. I'm gonna try to get a little closer shot here for you. It's right there. Gotta use a pair of pliers sometimes. Always handy to have a pair of channel locks or vice grips on you. We're gonna leave that off all winter as well. The heater has one. Release the pressure on the pump and take the one off the pump as well. There's a couple. Go ahead and put everything in the pump. You can do whatever you want, honestly, in the pool, but that's how we do it. It keeps it all there, so when we come to open it, it's easy. Put the plug back here, nice and snug. That's closed. Just finished up. All right, as we finish up, I just want to go over everything and make sure we've got everything. So we've got our returns plugged. Our drain is plugged in the skimmer. All right, and then we have obviously our pump is all off. All of our plugs in our pump are off and inside the pump. And then we have all of our antifreeze, 2 gallons in each one. They're all airlocked. And then we have the cap for the filter. It is on there, and then there's also a drain here, right here for the heater, if you have a heater. And so that's all done. Check and make sure the gas is off. We just keep it off all winter long as well. And so that's all the simple little things. There's not a whole lot to this at all. I mean, especially the way we build ours. Super simple. And that's gonna wrap it up. Alright guys, that's gonna wrap it all up. Thanks so much for watching the video. If I missed any little detail that you may have, questions, concerns, shoot it in the comments below, okay? I wanna make sure you guys are taken care of for winterizing your swimming pool. And you guys know the drill. Like and subscribe. It means a lot to me and I appreciate it. And I'll see you guys on the next one.